How's it going, guys? Just wanted to give a little update, some new things on the channel. Right here, we have a new Raptor 660. Oh, what's that? When did this get here? Wait, where's the YXE at? Oh, well, this'll work, right? Eh? Eh? Yeah, I mean, this thing, oh, let's get in this thing. Man, this is clean. This is nice. What's that? What? CarPlay? Speakers? In the doors? What was that for? I don't know. 33 miles. Man, I don't know. Enough joking around, guys. This thing, it has been a ride. But not a ride with that YXE. I don't know what the deal is with my YXE, but man, long story short, we now have an RMAX. This is a 2026 RMAX 1000 XTR. We got the winch, we got the beadlocks, we got a dump bed, we got the nice seats, we got the fucking touchscreen, we got our little geo fence, we got the pitch and the roll, and we got our music, we got our map, trail map to be exact. A lot of trails around here that I didn't even know about. It's probably not going to connect to the satellites in the garage, but you kind of get the point. There's a whole list of different maps that you can go through, different trails that you've never even known that were in your town. And man, this thing, I'm telling you guys, fuck the YXEs. There's kind of a reason. Well, I can't say that. I really did enjoy my YXE, and I'm not talking down on YXEs. But I think there's a reason why they're going towards this now, and they quit making them for a reason. I mean, as simple as these doors, this was not anything close to what the Z was just, you open the door and it was like, falling apart, This is solid, man. This is one solid big piece. I get it has to be a little more durable with the speakers, but just like the hinges, the floor, the pedals seem better. I mean, more space for your feet. Even the gas pedal seems a lot more superior. It's still that little dinky little spatula down there, but we got some room now, and the features on this thing are just way more superior than that YXE. Once again, not talking down on the Z. I really enjoy that machine, and I kind of do miss it in ways. The feel of it, how it cornered and how it drove was really fun. You sit a lot lower and more of a rally style. You got the front end narrower and sitting lower, and it's a different machine though. Sport mode, man. Sport mode is like a tune in itself, and I know these are kind of different tunes. I'm sure it adjusts the fuel and air mixtures in some sort of way, but that sport mode, man, that throttle down there gets really touchy. I've been running it in trail, and obviously it's still getting broken in. We only got 33 miles on it, and I've just been cruising around the roads, just getting it broken slowly. I'm going to do it the right way, not beat on it. I do have to say, though, we did get it up to 70 already, and that was about 2 miles ago, I'd say. But it still had a little bit left in it. I'm still breaking in the belt. I don't want to go crazy with it. And that was just one little small pull down the road just to kind of feel how it is on higher speeds. But it did good, man. I mean, it felt solid. And this whole machine, man, it just feels solid, It's a whole different machine. And we got the turf mode here. That turf mode, I never thought I'd use that, but crawling across the yard, you don't want to screw up your yard. You spend all summer making your grass nice. Last thing you want is 2 big tire ruts, especially with these freaking what are these, grappler, the mud grapplers tires. These things are just aggressive as crap. And, yeah, the Carlisle, what are they, carnivores. And, yeah, they eat up the grass for sure. But more on this machine, man. This is, once again, a very solid unit. Even down to the console, you know, everything is just tight and it just feels good. This e-brake feels very tight, you know, everything feels more solid, you know, it's just industrialized, and I'm very happy they did that. You know, I don't know if look at this, the waterproofing on the, you know, everything is watertight, you know, even that one over there. Tons of space in this guy too. Like we got here, we got the cup holders, and we even got over here, you know, throw your pack of smokes in there. And even up here, you know, everything. It's just, we got a lot of room in this guy. Throw some stuff back here behind the seats. Look at that. Plenty of space for storage. Not to mention our nice 600-pound capacity box back here. Throw a few square bales back in here. Go feed the cattle. Hydraulic assist dump box, obviously, we got the nice Fox podium shocks here. One thing I really like, and I'm very happy they went with this. Look at this. What's that? What? No screwdriver. No picking a quarter out of your pocket. Switch it with your fingers. That's so nice. Really great. You know, stiffness is just, you know, oh my God, this thing, it rides nice, man. For more of a utility sport machine, and you know, it's not a full utility machine like the Viking or some of the other RMAXs are, or Wolverines. But look at this freaking rear axle and this rear fucking differential here. This axle is, I mean, that thing is beefy and it feels so solid. Everything feels way more solid on this machine. And once again, I don't know if I had a lemon, you know, but they could not fix it for the life of them. They couldn't figure it out. Look at this, metal. We got metal back here. Metal, that's solid, man. This tailgate feels hefty, you know, it's not just a little flip. This thing it's got some weight to it, man. And that's what you want, you know, you don't want to be grabbing a piece of PVC plastic back here. That thing is solid. We got our bumper guards here, side rails for, you know, you don't want to scratch up your paint, and it actually runs all along here. Not to mention full metal skid plate below. Look at that. That's solid, you know, that's not that plastic one that the YXC had that was just falling apart, a million different bolts. Get to your oil changes, they got cutouts for the bolts, getting easy access to them. Changing your fluids is real easy, you know, no more tranny change where you gotta take half the console apart to get to a little filter that you can barely squeeze your fingers in to get through. Look at that. You wanna change your plugs? Oh, what do you know? I can grab the entire engine out with my bare hands. We got our filter down here. Look at this guy. Real easy to get to. Everything is just solid, man. I mean, freaking, day and night difference, man, from that YXC. Once again, man, I'm not talking down on the YXC. They have their purpose. You know, I do love the YXCs. Did the YXC have this? An adjustable passenger grab bar? I don't think so. I don't recall that. The shifter, man, I thought, you know, when I first looked at it, I'm like, is that just all this is all rubberized, you know, this is like nice rubberized material. This thing feels solid. No clunking when you're getting in and out of gear. No, you know, things falling apart, bolts flying out behind you. No, man, put this thing into gear and you're ready to go. I mean, they even throw in, you know, just the little things. A little USB outlet right here. We got our 12 volt here still. Just everything about this thing is just sick. And yeah, I couldn't be more happy with this thing, guys. There's going to be a lot of videos on this, a lot of trail rides. But just look at that thing. She looks mean, man. This thing looks mean. It's just ready to eat up the trails, eat up the woods, eat up anything. Still got our nice worn winch up front. Look at this. Really happy with this. This is really important to me because I do plan on putting a plow on this guy. And I couldn't be more happy that they decided to, throw in a little D-loops right here, for your plow mounts. Little support brackets here. So, but yeah, this thing, I mean, look at these ball joints. They look beefy. They look really beefy. And this, look at how, this is forged steel. That feels solid. So solid. I mean, you couldn't ask for a tighter machine. This thing is absolutely insane. Very happy with it. Huge shout out to EcoFun Motorsports down in Columbus, Minnesota. This thing, I'm very pleased with it. Gonna have a lot of fun with it this summer. Make a lot of videos, do a lot of trail rides. This thing is a blast for the little time I've had it so far. Look at this roll bar. I mean, this thing, the gussets, just the solid feel. A lot of people complained about the YXZs with that roll cage design and how it would just crumble. I don't foresee this thing ever having to be changed out. I mean, look at that. We got crossbars here. We got, just solid. She's solid, man. She is solid. And this roof, I mean, the mirror, it's just the little things that all add up with this thing. And the sound system is actually really good, I do have to say. If you guys plan on getting an RMAX, the 2026 RMAX XTR is the way to go, to be honest. You get your bead locks. You don't get the active suspension, which, in my opinion, just another thing to go wrong. I don't want to have wires running to my shocks, man. I would much rather eat the little difference it is with having to get out and switch your shocks around depending on, I don't do no crazy, oh my god, I have to have it in soft mode if I'm over these rocks, or I gotta have it in hard mode when I'm riding on the road. I tune it to how I like. I have it on setting 1 all the way around. I might play around with it a little more, but I mean, for what I do, this thing feels solid. I have it on 1. I do like a little body roll. I really do. That's just my preference. I like that body roll, but I also like the back end to, stay a little more stiff. So that's why I'm thinking I'll leave the back end on 2, leave the front end on 1 for now, and just play around with that and see how it feels. But we have a lot of plans for this thing. Definitely going to look into getting the road tires set up like I had on the Z. I had the ITP Tornado rims with BF Goodrich KM3 tires, and I'm thinking about going that route, getting some 32s. I'm pretty sure these are 30s from factory. What are they? Yeah, 30s. So 32s would definitely be the move, I think. I'm thinking, oh yeah, they are 30s. 30 by 10 by 00R14. But yeah, we plan on doing the exhaust tip. Weller Racing sells a tip. I heard these bolts can kind of be a pain to get out, so I'm gonna actually take all these out beforehand and put a little anti-seize on them, just to save me that hassle of potentially snapping one of these when I do change out the tip. But we want to do the tip and get the Power Vision 3 like we had on the Z. I still actually have that here for the Z. But I'm not thinking this will work with the Wolverine, honestly, which I don't expect it to. But we still got our constant our power shut off for it when we do get one. But I mean, man, this thing, I couldn't be more happy with this thing. And a huge shout out to EcoFun Powersports. They couldn't fix my machine. They've been back and forth with Yamaha in Japan. They've been talking to the head guys over there, probably Mr. Yamaha himself, on the phone at one point. And they won't even send out a tech. They won't send out a rep. They won't send out anyone to help out with that Z. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They probably buy $750,000 worth of inventory with them a year. And they can't even send out a tech to figure out, throw a scanner on it and figure it out. They've thrown 3 different clutches, 3 different clutch actuators on, a bunch of different temp sensors, you know, coolant. They went through the whole coolant system. They've thrown a new wiring harness in it. They've thrown a new ECU in it, multiple ECUs. They've thrown multiple thousands of dollars worth of parts at it, and they can't figure it out. But this guy, we're gonna knock down some wood over here. This guy is solid. This is a solid machine. You can't go wrong with the twin cylinder, 1000cc, 10-year belt warranty with this guy. I mean, it's a solid unit. You can tell when you get in this thing, when you're driving it, you can tell this thing, this thing is sick, man. I'm very happy with it. Once again, real big shout out to them guys for swapping out my unit with this one. Because mine only had like 400 miles on it, my YXZ, my XTR. And, I mean, that was just ridiculous. They couldn't figure it out. And I'm very fortunate that I was able to get this machine instead. Not much of a utility guy, obviously more of a sporty guy, but this thing, we're going to turn this into a ripper, maybe potentially down the line even doing a turbo kit on it. I've been doing some research, seeing some guys do turbos on them, and it seems to be good. So I don't know if anyone has a kit out yet, but we can definitely look into it. So what really sold me on this is the idea that this machine right here, power-wise, they say 108 horsepower, which is plenty, that's good. But I was thinking, like, this machine in retrospect is kind of similar to, like, the 2014, 2016, 17 Maverick NAs, the Maverick 1000s. It's kind of the same body style-ish, it's got the little, the rounded off front end, you kind of got that look to it. But I was thinking, like, dang, like, this is kind of like an older Maverick as far as the drivetrain goes. And I've always liked them, I've always liked the Mavericks, and I've always but this is like an updated Maverick. And obviously it's a Yamaha. You get the Yamaha reliability, not in my case, but I'm thinking that this is going to be the reliable one. I finally got it, got the reliability down pat with this one. They finally figured it out. And I think there's a reason why they shied away from them YXZs and they're going towards these guys now. They quit making the YXZ in 24 or 25, and they started, marking these down in price, selling more of them, which, they can lower the price then if more units are going out. I mean, you can get one of these, what are they, 23, 22 and a half now, brand new for, you can find discounts, get them down to like 20, 21. Something like that. They'll keep going down. I would highly, highly recommend looking into one of these guys. I'm very pleased with it. Even down to it's just so comfy, it's a comfy machine, comfy ride. The power steering options, I didn't think I would like that as much. I don't recall if the YXZ had that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the YXZ had different power steering options. But you can definitely, it's a huge difference. If you're doing a high speed run and you don't want that, jittery wheel, you throw it down in low and you got a solid feel, High, use your pinky. It's so sensitive on high. I mean, you can just two finger it, and you're going 90 degrees left and right. This is a solid machine, man. The wheel feels good. It feels kind of just like the YXZs. Fully adjustable. You can have it down here, ripping, feels good. It just feels really good, really solid. Very happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. Very fortunate to have gotten this machine in replacement of my YXZ. We'll miss the YXZ. We'll miss the way that triple 1000 sounded with that Trinity exhaust. That thing sounded mean. It sounded sick. It did rip. It was a good machine until it wasn't. But I'm thinking that this thing is going to be a game changer, and I'm very happy with it. Also, another thing to consider, the insurance cost, about half of a YXZ, because you got the dump bed, you got that utility fee side of it, and yeah, USA assembled. They're still doing it They're still doing it over there in wherever they're doing it, whatever state that is. But yeah, anyways, guys, just kind of wanted to give a little update on this and expect some more videos to come out with this. Definitely going to go with the glass windshield this time, not that poly. I don't like that plastic. It definitely was not the move. She scratched up a bit, but yeah, glass windshield, exhaust tip, power vision, air injection, block off, well erasing, and we'll see how this thing reacts to that. And that's probably all I'm gonna do other than the wheels and the tires for now. But like I said, turbo in the future, that could be the move. That would be sick. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. And yeah, go grab one of these. I mean, they're gonna be going down in price as the months go along. I'm sure they'll have some sales coming along here, and you will not be disappointed in this thing for sure. Go trade in that YXZ and get one of these guys. She's solid, man. Solid machine.